Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
The Ozempic boom has dominated Hollywood and the world of social media influencers looking to drop a few stubborn pounds. It has also given millions of people dealing with obesity a way to turbocharge their weight loss when diet and exercise alone aren't cutting it. But, rather than Los Angeles or New York City, it's a very unassuming city that's feeling this boom more than anywhere else in America: Bowling Green, Kentucky. At least 4% of Bowling Green residents have got a prescription to take one of the game-changing drugs, considerably more than the prescription rates in metropolises like New York and Miami, where it's closer to 1%. That figure, devised by Purple Lab Incorporated, which tracks prescriptions covered by insurance, does not take into account the number of people getting their medicines from smaller pharmacies that make their own versions or people who pay out of pocket because insurance doesn't cover the cost. Given that an estimated 7.4% of Bowling Green's 75,000 residents are uninsured, the true number of residents with prescriptions for one of these drugs could be higher. Business is booming at Bowling Green doctors' offices, compounding pharmacies, and med spas. Everyone there seems to be taking one of the medications or knows somebody who is, and more places across the U.S. are poised to become similar Ozempic towns. Marie Ellis was not immediately sold on the shots, whose clinical trial results showed that the vast majority of patients lost up to 20% of their body weight after about a year of taking them. She was in her mid-40s, weighed 265 pounds, and had tried nearly every fad diet under the sun with no results, according to reporting in Bloomberg. So she figured she had nothing to lose when a doctor prescribed her Mounjaro, a drug similar to Ozempic made by Eli Lilly. She dropped 80 pounds over the course of about a year. An added benefit was her sudden lack of craving for cigarettes, having been a smoker since her late teens. Pretty soon, her husband started taking it. Singing its praises, the Ellis convinced Marie's cousin to get a script for the shots. Until recently, Marie's daughter-in-law Savannah had been taking Wegovy, a stronger version of Ozempic first approved for weight loss. She only stopped taking it because she was concerned about how it might affect her pregnancy. Mrs. Ellis joined a local med spa that was distributing the weekly shots, albeit cheaper knockoffs. But pretty soon, the place became so packed she couldn't get an appointment. If you went over tomorrow at 8 a.m., or even before, you won't find any parking spots. You just can't get in there now. It's nearly impossible. She now gets her shots from an out-of-state nurse practitioner who sends them in the mail. Meanwhile, clients of Nikki Wilson, owner of Posh Salon, gab about the wonder drugs. While coloring someone's hair, Ms. Wilson gushed that she had lost 20 pounds. She said, "Everybody would ask me how I lost weight, and I'd say the shots." Ozempic, which was initially approved to treat type 2 diabetes, and Wegovy are essentially the same medicine. The latter is just a higher dose. Both are made with the same main ingredient, semaglutide. Semaglutide spurs weight loss by mimicking the actions of GLP-1, or glucagon-like peptide 1, a hormone in the brain that regulates appetite and feelings of satiety. It also slows down the rate at which the stomach empties, making one feel fuller for longer and, therefore, less likely to eat more. Mounjaro and its cousin Zepbound are slightly different. Its active ingredient is called tirzepatide, and in addition to working on GLP-1 receptors, it works on the hormone glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide, GIP, which compounds the positive effects. They've made pharmaceutical companies, Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly billions of dollars, and the profit stream shows no signs of slowing down. Novo earned around $12 billion in profits last year, its largest annual net profit since 1989. Lilly reported $11.3 billion in revenue and $2.97 billion in net profit for the second quarter of 2024 alone. That financial windfall has trickled down to Bowling Green, where gym business is booming, med spas are cropping up left and right, the local vitamin store is turning major profits on supplements to deal with nausea caused by the drugs, and the restaurant industry hasn't suffered